Good morning. Um, 'Tis I again. One thing that I have realized um, since I haven't been on here is that callings don't go anywhere. Um, I have not necessarily avoided the calling, but I have not pursued it either. Nor has God stopped calling me. Purpose is a purpose, and if He created you, and He is going to perform that particular work until He gets back here. So, if you ever decide to believe that God is real, prepare yourself for the process of Him putting you through some stuff to get out of you what He put in you in the first place. Um, I have also recognized that a movement can lose momentum. But if movement loses momentum, it does not necessarily stop moving. I have never stopped being used by Him. I just stopped yielding myself to fully be used. So naturally, God's going to do with me what He said He's going to do. But I have to willingly participate if I am to get the maximum out of it. So that I do understand, but here I am, and missed some faces, some comments. I have come short even some people's expectations, but not God's. God already knew what was going on, and it is. I am no different. Greatness is laid up for all of us if we want to pursue it, but it only works through Him. So there's not really too much we can do in regards to this being used on our own terms, because we don't have terms in regards to what we were created for. Otherwise, we would be exactly where and what we needed to be, even until right now. So I would ask that you pray that these become more consistent, and that I actually, now that momentum may pick back up, I pray that I move with the momentum and not hold it, hinder it, or cause it to fail. There is a need, not necessarily for me in the world, because I'm just man and I'm nothing without God. There is a need for my gift. There is a need for the particular ministry I believe God gave me, and I want to expose it. I don't know who specifically is waiting for it, but there are changes that people are waiting for in their lives, and they're lying to themselves about it. They are continuing on in the flesh as if the spirit does not matter. But when all of these things fade away, you're going to see what's left, and you're still going to be here having to pay the consequences for the decisions made. And I know that because I'm going to have to do the same thing. God is not just a God of mine. He is a personal God to me, but He is everybody's. And that's just what I believe. It is not to question or doubt anyone else's religion. It is just to stand firm in my own. So that I know, based on what I believe and what is in my heart, we're going to have to pay for the decisions we make when it's all said and done. The reality of it is not what we see. I can guarantee you the realm far beyond this one is what exists, and we are in it. We are in it right now. We cannot get past our five senses enough to recognize it, but we're in it right now. And I pray that it would become obvious to you. I pray that God would reveal Himself to you in ways maybe He already has, and you've been lying to yourself about it. Maybe you go to church every Sunday or whatever, but you still can't get quite connected in the manner you really want to, because there's something pulling you in there. It's not just a desire to be a good person that's pulling you into church every Sunday. First of all, recognize it's God's will, and that's where He wanted you to be. Second of all, realize he wanted you to be there and it's in his will for a reason. He would not have woke you up he would not have woke you up, Saturday through Saturday, just for you to get up Sunday to go to church to be a good person Monday through Saturday. Like, it's not, I really don't believe that's how he works. Our purpose is lived out every day. And it is far beyond just being a good person. The objective to being a good person is to be good enough to change someone else's life with in an influential manner, that they would be or desire to be like the God in you. Not like you, take yourself out of it. Like the God in you. And this is everybody. I don't care what you do. You can go to happy hours. You can go get drunk. You can go and do that. And you can go over there and you can do that. I can guarantee you God still called you. There's still a purpose. And it's far beyond just being a good person that everybody likes. Because I guarantee you, if you're to the point where everybody likes you and you don't have any enemies, you're doing something wrong. I can guarantee you that. And that should be obvious. It's not an insult. It's an observation. You got to be doing something wrong. There's no way possible you can walk around in this particular life the way the world is now and please every single person. Being good or as good as you think you can be, I can guarantee you there's still something behind it because you ain't good to everybody. And those things are just the things that have come obvious to me during my hiatus. But I pray that this is not my last one in return. I have a lot to say, and God is here. His presence is. Now, ultimately, his son is coming back, and there is a particular ready that we need to be in order to be welcomed home. So as I would ask, even if it's to draw you, even if your prayer for me draws you closer to him, please do it. Because I can guarantee you may be praying for me, but he's not going to overlook you for coming to him in regards to anything. He's not going to look past you and go bless the person you praying for and not even pay you any mind. He's grateful when you come to him, even if it's for yourself or it's for somebody else. He's grateful to understand, and he recognizes that you recognize him for who he is. And when you obligate yourself to that, to always be mindful of who God is, there is a hidden benefit that you will never see in your left or right hand. There's a benefit that you could never claim or take a picture of or show to everybody else. There is a real, genuine benefit, and it only happens on the inside of you. That's where God cares the most about. So continue to take care of yourself in regards to buying clothes and get what you feel you need for your flesh. But I guarantee you, you're going to want to satisfy your spirit as well, or the flesh will never be content. You're going to think that what you put on the outside of you can comfort and soothe and console the problems on the inside of you. But it's going to come out that you can't hide it. These circumstances are yours, and the only way to live through them is to, first of all, not be ashamed of them and try to cover them up with labels and clothes and names. Because if I read that, it says way more than true religion. I guarantee you, to me, it says way more than polo or whatever other label you can find yourself wearing. I could care less. It does not represent who you are. You are now representing it. And if you really know what you're representing, you might want to change your clothes. Either way, I'm not done. I am thankful to be back. And prayerfully, through the grace and mercy of God, I can continue to be genuine and just help somebody. I don't care if it's through a comment. I could care less. I would rather someone be affected. I I would not even care if someone came back and said to me, I don't agree with anything you're saying. I just don't agree. Like I said, I don't feel that way. That's fine. That means you've listened, and somewhere along the line, the truth, as it always is, will be revealed. I would not continue to play that game as if the truth is only what I make it, because the standard of the truth is not in me. The standard of the truth is in here. This is where the truth is. If you want to know what's real and you really want to know what's going on, pick the book up. It's just as it was this close to me, it should be this close to you. Pick the book up if you really want to know what's going on. I have some major changes going on in my life, and hey, I have to adapt to them. Major things, only by the grace of God are major things happening, and they're changes. I don't like them all. Trying to run from some of them, trying to avoid some of them, but they're mine, and if God put them there, it may be a part of that process that he was talking about when he said, he that began a good work in me or in you will perform it until the day of Jesus Christ. Everything, all things work together for the good of those who love God and are called according to his purpose. All those things are part of this miraculous work that he's going to change this dirty, filthy being into something that looks just like him. That's hard to do if you consider how your flesh is. But either way, continue to pray for me. I will be back. I may still do my songs. I don't know. You might want to leave a comment about that, because it ain't like I had a million videos on here and now all of a sudden. But there are a few people who saw them and may have enjoyed the song, and I don't know whether to put the song back in there. But singing I do love to do. But this is the majority, or the most important part of my ministry, or my movement, which is now rebuilding momentum. So continue to pray, and I will be doing the same for you. As I said in one of the other videos, I don't have to know your name or exactly what you're going through to call on God for you, because he already knows. There's nothing I have to explain to him. All I have to do is say your name with genuine compassion to him, and the rest is as it has been called, history. So you all have a good one, and hopefully I will see you tomorrow, and I can continue to encourage somebody. Bless you.